This is your host Bin Muhammad Rafi, and here is my YouTube channel Zamir Universal. Today I am going to talk to you about that how we have no choice on our neighbors. If you are lucky, you have a good neighbor, a peaceful neighbor, and you like to say hello to him or her, and vice versa. But if you have a neighbor like a butcher, and butcher of Gujarat, like a Hindutva who drinks cow urine, who puts cow dung on his body, and he claims that, look, I have in my control the Chief Justice, the Higher Supreme Court, the Election Commission, the machines which count votes. I can kill people, I can destroy helicopters, I can, anybody who talks to me against even for one single word, this tea vendor, uneducated, and you have this man who talks about his chest, he has 52 centimeters chest. Look at this midget and look at what he has done to the world peace. And the very first neighbor he has is China and Pakistan. And you can see the intrigues of this person, and I'll show you that there is not a single part in the world where the Indian dirt, filth, just like Israel, has not gone and is destroying the world peace now. What is going to happen as soon as the Israel is eliminated and world dirt is finished and the world is starting to live in peace, you will have another following in his footsteps, and that is the BJP, RSS, and that is again the same, just like Zionism. You have an extreme Hindu organization who wants to convert that. I'll show you how forcefully they are beating up a Christian and asking him to become Hindu, and that is the end result of what is he doing. And you have to now spit on the face of those Muslims and those Arab countries who are now getting their all those multiple gods and making up the largest mandars, and soon you will be see they will be all converted into these Hindus, because they both their language and their the book which they call is their religious book, Gita, is going to be taught in their syllabus, and you will find no more this thing. So this was the wish of the devil, and the devil has succeeded. First it was wearing the skin of a Netanyahu, then the next one in his line is the Narendra Modi, and God forbid if he wins again and the Congress is stupid enough and the other parties are, which it looks that he is, because he has now put the Chief Minister of Delhi, who had free education, free electricity, free water, and you call his all the, he has his vagabonds, he has the lawlessness terrorists on his command, just like the Israel is funding. It's just like the same way the India is funding, and I'll show the proof of that, that even their chief as a rickshaw driver stayed years in Pakistan so that they are bomb blasts, they are people killed, and the Prime Minister himself claims that I have killed 20 people in the last 2 years in Pakistan. So imagine now the butcher of Gujarat in 2002, he said, don't anybody go, no fire brigade, no other police to help the Muslims, they must be burned to ashes, and then you go alone. And he burned the whole trains, he let it came out, and the Amit Shah, which gave evidence, who knew that he did it all, he is a murderer, and he's been rewarded and been Home Minister ever since this person has been in. And he has a fleet of gundas, and see, even he sent those gundas to Gaza, to Israel, and I'll show you what the Indian soldiers in the uniform of the IPF, which is the Israeli Defense Forces, has been killing Muslims and kids and lying in their bed sheets, covering them, where just few minutes ago have killed a kid.
I want you to take a close look at this photograph here. It shows 2 Israeli soldiers posing in the bed of a Palestinian child they had killed in Gaza moments earlier. But here's the thing. The soldier on the left is from India, and he's just one of hundreds of Indian migrants to Israel participating in the extermination of the Palestinian people. Very few people know that the very first Israeli soldier to be killed during the current invasion of Gaza was also from India. But Israeli soldiers of Indian origin are not only responsible for some of the worst massacres to occur in the Palestinian territory during the past 85 days.
Members of the Indian community are taking on Hamas terrorists in Israel.
There has been intelligence cooperation between Israel and India over the years. It's a long cooperation, And I had the privilege of being in it, and I recall visits to India, heading delegations to talk with our Indian counterparts and colleagues.
Last month, the Israeli ambassador to India boasted that he could create an entire Israeli army with the number of volunteers he has received from Hindu nationalists in India, who are just itching to kill Muslims wherever they can find them. I mean, it's already been reported that Israel's barbarity in Gaza has become a great source of inspiration for the Modi regime. And we also know the Indian government is studying closely the tactics and strategies deployed by the Israeli military in Gaza, leading many experts to conclude that Muslims in Kashmir are now in great danger of ethnic cleansing in the name of Indian self-defense. India's genocidal plans for Kashmir were accidentally made public in 2019, when an Israeli diplomat in the United States let slip that India will adopt the Israel model to ethnically cleanse the Muslim population and resettle Indian Hindus.
Because we already have a model in the world. I don't know why we don't follow it. It has happened in the Middle East. You have to look at if the Israeli people can do it, we can also do it.
Kashmiri leaders are now sounding the alarm. The Modi regime figures that if Israel can get away with murder in territory it illegally occupies, then so can India. The same genocide has inspired millions of Hindu nationalists to dream about mass murdering Muslims in India, Kashmir, and Palestine.
क्योंकि जिस बीमारी से वो लड़ रहे हैं, मानवता के जिस कैंसर से वो लड़ रहे हैं, हम पिछले 1400 सालों से उस कैंसर के पीड़ित हैं.
The same radical, jihadist, Islamist, terrorist thinking that Israel is a victim of, we are a victim of as well. Israel is fighting this war on behalf of all of us. Israel is fighting this war for you and me.
Indian companies are acquiring some of the largest companies in Israel. That should immediately set in stone just how important Israel has become to India and vice versa. Finally,
a new report shows that the Israeli regime plans to permanently replace Palestinian workers with 81,000 foreign workers this year, with a majority to come from India. Israel will need powerful friends and allies like India to keep its economy afloat. So, if our efforts to liberate the Palestinian people are to be highly effective, then we must identify and include Indian products in the Boycott Israel movement. This will not only help save Palestinians from further injustice, but also hundreds of millions of Muslims in India and Kashmir.
सारी ईसा मसीह की किताबें फोटो बाइबिल सब मैंने जमा कर दी है। अगर इसके बाद मेरे घर से कुछ भी बरामद होता है तो तेज बोलो मादर चोद, अभी आवाज खोल देंगे तुम्हारी मादर तेज होता है तो मेरी जिम्मेदारी है आज से हिंदू धर्म का मैं पूरी रीति रिवाज के साथ पालन करूंगा और पूरी श्रद्धा के साथ हिंदू धर्म का मरने तक निर्वहन करूंगा। जय हिंद जय भारत जय हिंदुत्व। चल बहुत सही वाला नहीं सर नहीं। अच्छा इसका बनाओ, इसका अरे बड़ा आदमी भोसड़ा वाला मारा था, बड़ा आदमी नहीं पढ़ा वहाँ नहीं पढ़े हो तो भोसड़ी साले अभी मुसलमानों से लड़ रहे हैं, इसके बाद मादर चोद ईसाई बन रहे हो तुम। इसका देते हुए पूरा वीडियो बनना चाहिए। इधर देखो भोसड़ी, चलो ऑन करो वीडियो। हो गया तो बोलो कैमरे पे सारी फोटो बोलो ना, बोलो मैं बोल रहा हूँ पीछे बोलो। सारी फोटो सारी किताबें ईसा मसीह की मैंने दे दी है। अब मेरे घर से कुछ भी ईसा मसीह का अगर बरामद हुआ तो मेरी जिम्मेदारी है। ठीक अलीलुलिया बोलो मादर चोद, तब बोलते थे ना अलीलुलिया भोसड़ी वाले अलीलुलिया मादर चोद। चलो हाँ ना चलो इसे डंडे से समझोगे तो वो उससे समझाते हैं, थाने चल के समझोगे तो समझाते हैं। 10 मिनट नहीं डंडा झेल पाओगे, 10 मिनट बुलाएं फोर्स, सबको घर भर को ले चलें। मैं अपना समझ के आया हूँ तो क्यों घुमा रहे हो मुझे? सच बोलो बेटा, यहाँ बैठो तुम, आओ जरा आओ बैठो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, तुम्हारे भाई जैसे बैठो तुम। इस बिटिया का जीवन क्यों बर्बाद कर रहे हो?
I'm very pleased to join you this evening in the spirit of respect, peace, a peace conveyed so beautifully by the handsome temple behind us. I know you as the very best example of India and other countries that are represented here this evening. I know you also as a remarkable world citizen marked distinctly by your tolerance, compassion, and desire for dialogue and understanding. Let me conclude by expressing my genuine appreciation and gratitude to everyone at Bab's Hindu Mandir who has worked diligently to organize this evening. Thank you for your commitment to and dedication to promoting values of peace, harmony, fraternity, and coexistence.
But I'd like to begin with my deepest gratitude to the rulers of UAE, especially His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, for gifting this land so that we can spread more and more tolerance and harmony. I personally feel that all the blessings of all the fasting that you have done, all the rituals and ceremonies and prayers that you have performed, have all been collected in this premises today. So thank you very much for coming here on this special month. Where there is light, there can never be night. Where there is friendship like this, there cannot be other thoughts. Where there is harmony, there cannot be disharmony. Where there is love, there cannot be hate. I want to say today, in conclusion, in the courtyard of the BAPS Hindu Mandir in Abu Dhabi, be proud that Abu Dhabi is the new capital of harmony of the world. Thank you for coming here.
पाकिस्तान में 7 साल ये रहे बहरूपिया की तरह भेस बदल के, अपना नाम कुछ कर दिया, नमाज पढ़ना सीखा, अपने आप को बिल्कुल उन्होंने जो लोकल मुस्लिम है वहां के उनके वेशभूषा में ढाल के अपने आप को वहां पे इन्होंने ऑपरेशन करे। डोवाल साहब ने रिक्शा चलाते थे ये पाकिस्तान में, और आप सोच लीजिए आईपीएस ऑफिसर पाकिस्तान में चुपचाप रिक्शा चला रहा है, किसी को कुछ नहीं पता है कौन है। एक दिन ये मस्जिद गए, मस्जिद के आगे इन्होंने अपना रिक्शा रोका और ये मस्जिद गए नमाज पढ़ने के लिए। अजीत डोवाल साहब जब वापस आए तो वहां पे एक बूढ़ा इनको मिला, बूढ़े की ऐसी दाढ़ी, सफेद दाढ़ी, अपनी नमाजी टोपी पहना हुआ बूढ़ा वहां पे बैठा, तो ऐसे करके बुलाता है, इधर आओ बेटा, इधर आओ। तो जाते हैं उसके पास, जी बताइए, तो उसकी तरफ ध्यान से देखते हैं और कहते हैं कि बेटा तुम हिंदू हो। इन्होंने साफ मना कर दिया, इन्होंने बोला मैं हिंदू ही नहीं, मैं तो मुसलमान हूँ, मैं पाकिस्तानी हूँ। मैं कह रहा नहीं तुम हिंदू हो, जो तुम्हारे कान छेदे हुए हैं पूरी तरीके से छेद भर नहीं पाए और मुसलमान कान नहीं छेदते। फिर वो डोवाल साहब को अपने घर ले गया। अंदर वाले कमरे में एक अलमारी थी, चाबी से खोली। जब अलमारी का दरवाजा खोला तो डोवाल साहब ने अंदर क्या देखा, देवी देवताओं की मूर्ति लगी है।
यूनिवर्सल टेलीविजन को सब्सक्राइब करना ना भूलें, उसके बाद बेल बटन पे क्लिक करें और अपने कमेंट्स के सेक्शन में अपने कीमती जो ख्यालात का इजहार ज़रूर